Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Teen Wolf. This is episode 2 of season 1. Hopefully guys enjoyed the first episode. We are coming straight from the back of that one and coming straight into episode 2. It was really interesting, and I'm liking how the story progressed in episode 1. It was definitely different to what I expected. I know we did make quite a few The Vampire Diary comparisons, well, not comparisons, references should I say, just because that is where we started our supernatural journey, didn't we? And it's the first time I ever watched a show introducing werewolves and stuff and different traits. And obviously because we have done the 3 franchises there, we are way over 300 episodes in on that one. So obviously when we see stuff like, I don't know, bites, and you're transitioning over to wolves and they've got like supernatural abilities, you know, the other thing we could do so far is say, whoa, that's different to that one, you know, like that trait used to be on vampires and that one was off these ones, and you know, and until we get a fully established, you know, like understanding of how the show works and goes. Now what definitely I found was interesting is that when the main character in the first episode anyway, his name, what was it now, Scott, that was it, do apologize, I'm really bad with remembering names. Scott, he was bitten and he has transitioned over into a werewolf. Now, previously I thought everybody transitioned over into all fours like a dog when it hits the full moon, but no, it looked like he was like a half-breed and he was still in his human form, but his face had transitioned. He did get his fangs, his eyes had changed, he got a bit hairy around the head, and he had super like speed, so to speak. Well, not like amazing speed, but he was way faster than a standard human, which was really interesting to see. And it looks like he was attacked by someone called Derek, who transitioned him over into being a werewolf. Now obviously the introduction of these werewolves was different than I expected. You know, usually in shows you see maybe like the first person that you see in the show get taken out by one of the supernaturals, which makes you think, oh, them supernaturals. But no, we actually had somebody called Styles, Dylan O'Brien, and this guy Scott. They was going into the woods to look at a murder. Somebody had been killed, a female, and you know, Styles' dad is a police officer, and he overheard a conversation saying half a body has been you know, like been taken. They went out to try and find it. Don't know why you'd want to do that. Don't know why you'd want to go into the woods when there's obviously a murderer going on, but that is what they done, and they went. Now they got caught. Styles got took by his dad. He didn't grasp Scott up, and that left Scott in the woods on his own. As he was going back, he did get bit. He transitioned over pretty much. And now he's in school. He's got all these crazy superpowers. He can hear people from really, really far away. There's a new girl that's showing up, and he's took an interest into, and she's took an interest in him. Seems like lacrosse is a really big sport in this school. And instead of playing football, they play this. Now, he was going to be on the bench. That's what they assumed for the like, majority of the season. But they've done trials, and, you know, he made the cut, mate. I think he's on the front line. He's playing absolutely sick. He went in net for one of the sessions. He saved everything. And then another session, he was running. He was jumping all over the place, doing flips and twists and turns. No one could catch him, and he was scoring. And obviously he's made the team. So this guy's obviously been enhanced. He's got, like I said, super hearing abilities as well. But what I really do like is we've not overdone the transitions. I like how we use references to, like, obviously he wasn't near cats, he was scared of him. He looked at a dog and it like bowed down to him. And obviously we had the full moon and we didn't see a transition, but we're seeing him wake up in a location that he didn't know, because obviously he'd obviously changed in the night and gone on a Madden. So it's really, really good to see. I can't wait to see today's episode, because at the back end of the last one, he transitioned over. He chased after Derek. He thought he was attacking his date that he took to the party. But no, actually, Derek was trying to save her because, you know, he was about to transition because of the full moon and he can't really control it right now. He's new, he's fresh in there, and he's going to have like a first to kill, and he wanted to protect her. So he didn't know that, obviously, Scott. So he's chased into the woods looking for Derek. Derek's there, pushed him out the way. There's absolutely wolf hunters in this one, mate. He shot him, he's hit him with an arrow. He managed to snap it and run off and get free. But the next day, he went and spoke to her in school and said, look, mate, I'm sorry I left you at the party, but you're going to have to trust me on this one. I had a really, really good idea. Can you give me a second chance? She said, yeah, sure, that's fine. As she got in the car, her dad was picking her up, who was was it? That's right, the Wolf Hunter. How interesting is that? And it seems like her dad actually knows it's Scott as well, because he smiled at him and gave him a little wave and we ended. So really fascinating. I can't wait to see obviously how that plays into the rest of the season. So thanks for clicking on today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump in to episode 2 of season 1 of Teen Wolf.
Apologize to Allison. So she giving you a second chance, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So everything's good.
Remember the hunters? Your dad is one of them.
Allison's.
Yes,
father.
her father! Oh my God.
Scott, snap back. You okay? Hey, all right. He didn't recognize you, right? Take this. Just focus on lacrosse for now, okay? That's all you gotta do. Yeah.
Lacrosse.
Here we go.
My grandmother can move faster than that, and she's dead. McCall's gonna do it again. McCall's gonna do it again.
I can't control the styles. It's happening.
What? Right here now? Come on. Here we go.
Styles.
It's the anger. It's your pulse rising.
Pretty violent game if you hadn't noticed.
Well, it's gonna be a lot more violent if you end up killing someone on the field.
It's a tough one, that. If you wanted to play lacrosse your whole life, it seems, and you managed to make the team first, the front line, like he's just said, and then boom, get stripped away from you. But you got to think about yourself, haven't you? You don't want to go down for murdering someone in front of everybody, and as well as your other fellow pupils as well. I wonder if there's a way where you can implement something that can decrease your heart rate. We've seen it in Legacies before, when when Lizzie's don't want to be a bitch. Like every time she says something mean, she has like a bracelet on it, it zaps her and it brings her back down. Like maybe it's that, is like when it's pulsing really high, something shocks him, because it seems like that then, you know, getting hit with a fire hose, it took him out of his trance and then brought him back into reality.
Late shift again for me. But I am taking Saturday off to see your first game. Look like you haven't slept in days.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just stressed. Did you find out?
Well, it's bad. Jackson's got a separated shoulder.
Because of me?
Because he's a tool.
What, is he gonna play?
Oh, they don't know yet.
It's right there.
You shifted in front of them. If they find out what you are, they find out about me, about all of us. If you even try to play in that game on Saturday, I'm gonna kill you myself.
Interesting. He's just called it shifted. That's what they call it.
I mean, I can't play the game tomorrow night.
You can't wait to play the game tomorrow night.
Hey.
Is it a girl? Is it a guy?
Not it.
You don't think Danny's a good-looking guy? Because I had a brother that was addicted to meth. You should have seen what it did to his teeth. They're all cracked and rotted. It was disgusting.
I'm having some issues dealing with aggression.
Listen, McCall, then you're back on the bench until you're ready.
If I don't play the game, you're taking me off first line? Hey.
Busy?
No, it's just, my mom, she's nothing. I mean, it's nothing.
Save me a seat at lunch, I gotta go.
I want to see the second, someone else who's not Derek, you know, another Wolf.
Brutally injured my boyfriend by ramming into him.
He brutally injured himself ramming into me.
I did the captain of the winning lacrosse team. And if they start off the season losing, I date the captain of the losing lacrosse team. I don't date losers. Don't play. We'll probably win anyway. And I'll introduce Allison to all the hot players on the team.
Mr. McCall, you're not even close to solving your problem.
Tell him about it, literally. Yeah. First of all, I'd never get that. You see that math question? Absolutely impossible, mate. How does anyone understand that? Not this guy, anyway. I'll never pass that class. Second of all, yeah, like she was just saying there, she doesn't date losers. Yeah, tell you should date people that are actually nice people. Yeah, family people, good at the heart. You don't have to date somebody because they've got prestige. they're an amazing footballer and this and that. Yeah, what about the guy who's absolutely amazing at that maths equation? Yeah, he could be a great guy, a good family man, a good person to be around. It could be fun, but you're not giving him a chance either because he's not popular. And that's the thing, mate. Once you get this popular status, that's it. You struggle to lose it. If you're the captain, for example, and then somebody comes in, they're better than you, and you lose it, you're going to be struggling, yeah? Your mental mindset, you're going to be thinking people are going to laugh at you anymore. You're not going to be this top dog. You're not going to have all these crew that you've got around you. So, I mean, I understand, like, if you're, I don't know, a captain of a team and somebody comes in and dethrones you, so to speak, it could play with your mental for health. It actually could, because you're consistently thinking, like, you know, I need to be better than this guy. What about my scholarship? You know, am I going to go to college? Am I going to do this? I'm going to get picked. Those people it's good tough for, but people who like jump on the bandwagon, who come around and just pick you because, you know, like they want to be part of your success and they want you to kind of elevate them as well, they're not the people that you want to be around. So like she was saying, well, maybe we'll go and I'll introduce Alison to the other guys, all the hot guys at the party. I'd be like, that's fine then, you know, that's literally fine, because if she's with me just because I'm the guy who's decent at lacrosse, I don't want to be with her. I want to be with somebody who likes me for just being scruffy, getting up out of bed on a Saturday, literally doing nothing, hair all over the place, just wanting to chill and go for a walk. Want someone to be me at that part of my life. All the other good stuff can come with it.
Can you hear him?
I want everyone under the age of 18 to be in their home by 9:30 p.m. We'd like to institute the curfew effective immediately.
My dad's out looking for a rabid animal while the jerk-off who actually killed the girl's just hanging out, doing whatever he wants.
But he's introducing you to everyone?
She's being so unbelievably nice to me. My jacket? It was in my locker. I think Lydia brought it back from the party. She has my combination.
Did she say she brought it back, or did somebody give her the jacket? Derek.
Your friend?
It's not my friend.
Derek! Stay away from her! She doesn't know anything! You're out on the field, the aggression takes over, and you shift in front of everyone. Everything falls apart.
Yeah, he's rapid in, mate. I want to see this guy move fast as well, like him.
I found something at Derek Hale's.
Oh, are you kidding? What?
There's something buried there. I could smell blood.
No way. I'm not playing that game.
So he's called it changing. The other guy called it shifting.
Good luck, I guess. You probably don't remember me. I sit behind you in biology. Maybe it'd be kind of cool to get to know each other a little better.
Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, I didn't get any of what you just said. Is it worth repeating?
You don't care.
Okay.
Oh, is Stefan the legs?
You said not to make a habit of it, but one cortisone shot won't kill me.
She got one right before the game, too. You want to be a little high school amateur? Or do you want to go pro?
Holy God.
The scent was the same.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you doing this because you want to stop Derek or because you want to play in the game and he said you couldn't?
There were bite marks on the leg, Styles. Bite marks.
Then we're going to need a shovel.
I don't understand me. Like, gonna need a shovel. I'll just walk past, right? And I just tell my dad to be like, look, I've just gone for a mooch in the woods, walk past, there's a freshly buried thing here, seen a bit of blood knocking around. I think you need to just go and have a look at it. That's it. Just passing comment like that, you know? And that's enough for a detective to go and scope it out. They're getting, like, too close to the dead. Yeah, like, they was in the woods when her body was there, so their DNA would be around the area. He's been to the morgue, he's got his fingerprints on that, all that stuff now. I mean, unless he's wiped it. And then if they come in and dig up the body, like, I would not want to be associated with an ongoing investigation of a dead person.
You run one way, I run the other. Whoever he catches first, too bad.
I hate that plan.
Oh, all right, stop. What the hell is that?
There's a wolf.
Yeah, I can see that. What's wrong? Do you see that flower? What about it? I think it's wolfsbane.
Oh, check this. Oh. Wow. This is well interesting, actually. Like, it's definitely got no correlation to the Vampire Diaries, that wolfsbane. Like, obviously, before it was just toxic to him, wasn't it? Like, it was... This one, like... Well, the ring around the grave, we'll call it, lit red as he was undoing it. So, I don't know how the Wolfsbane... How's it done that? How interesting is that? It's really interesting. Now, I'm assuming then, I'm the person that they found in the woods was actually a wolf. And then did he carry the Wolfsbane to disguise them as a human? Maybe. That is the way... I don't know. Actually, do you know what, right? That doesn't make any sense because he's walking around as a human here, isn't Scott? So, but how interesting is that? Like, that plant is worked or been used in no way, shape or form how I would ever have thought of it. So again, that is very interesting. I love it when I get new stuff because obviously it keeps me guessing then, like, what is it and what's happening. Oh, what's he doing?
I mean, she can turn herself into an actual wolf, and I know Scott can't do that. Is that why you killed her?
When he shifts on the field, what do you think they're gonna do? Huh? Just keep cheering him on?
Okay, well, how about you help me understand exactly how you came across this?
We were looking for Scott's inhaler.
The night that you told me you were alone and Scott was at home.
Yes. No.
Can't find anything about Wolfsbane being used for burial.
Just keep looking. Maybe it's different for girl werewolves.
Okay, stop it.
You're gonna have to accept this, Scott, sooner or later.
I can't.
Well, you're gonna have to.
No, I can't breathe. Stop the car!
Styles, you know you can't call the dispatch line when I'm on duty.
I just need to know if you've gotten any odd calls.
He came out of nowhere, Allison.
Are you trying to kill him?
No, of course not. He just ran out into the driveway. You sure you're okay?
Yeah, completely.
See, this makes me think that I wonder if her dad's never seen, like, one in normal people form, if that makes any sense. So, like, you can see that, you know, his perception, because sometimes, like in the Vampire Diaries, someone's like, is a vampire hate them, let's kill them. And I always used to say, mate, doesn't mean just because they are something by not a choice. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people try, like, he's transitioned without him being a choice, like his choice. If you can get it under control, it doesn't mean that he's a bad person. Like, right now he's not actually injured anyone, so he still is an okay person. So I wonder if her dad's trying to figure out, you know, the same thing, like, oh, actually, you know, like, some people are actually normal. But again, it's interesting that he's been shaken up, a bit of impact, and it's brought him out of his trance, you know what I mean? He got hit with the fire extinguisher and then he's got hit by the car, and both times he's gone back to normal.
You gonna try to convince me not to play?
I just hope you know what you're doing.
I don't play. I lose first line and Allison.
Allison's not going anywhere.
I want a semi-freaking normal life.
Just try not to worry too much while you're out there. Or that her father's trying to kill you. Or that you might kill someone. If a hunter doesn't kill you first. I'm sorry, I'll stop.
What's her shoulder?
It's fine.
Any pain?
No.
Just go out there, just give it your best. If you feel any pain,
Keep playing?
that's my boy.
Please let this be okay. Please. Brutal. What did I say? What did I say?
Don't pass them a call.
See what I mean, right? It's crazy. So it's a team game, innit? It's like, I mean, obviously you want to be individually the best if you like someone like Jackson, but at the end of the day, you want to win. You don't want to come out like, what would you rather do? Score 10 goals and lose 11-10? Or would you rather score 2 goals and win 11-10? Do you know what I mean? I'd rather score 2 goals and win than score all 10 and lose, because at the end of the day, what are your goals? Nothing. Just a stat padder. But I'd rather have a win, a W on the board, than just say, look at me, I'm great.
You okay, kid?
Which one is Scott again?
Number 11. Allison, will help you?
team just deliberately pass us the ball?
Yes, I believe so.
You can do it, Scott. You can do it.
Oh, you can hear her. It's counting down. Fingers are normal. Oh, no, they're not.
Hey, are you okay? Scott, you scared me. Are you all right?
Just got kind of lightheaded for a sec. I'm sorry for acting really weird today. Make me kind of nervous. I want to make sure I get my second chance. Maybe I need to learn to take more chances.
Maybe you do.
He don't want to be creeping, but he wants to make sure they're alright.
I gotta get back to my dad. Styles?
Hey, yeah. I don't know how, but I controlled it. Maybe I can do this. Maybe it's not that bad. Well, I'll keep it simple. Medical examiner determines killer of girl to be animal, not human. Derek's human, not animal. Derek let out of jail. Her name was Laura Hale, Derek's sister.
Oh, Derek's sister. Oh, finishing now. The guy's going to pick up the glove. If her dad's picking up the glove now after everyone's bounced, that's a bit strange. Like, why has he took so long? But just to quickly dive over into that, mate, Derek's sister is the one that's died. No, he's definitely not killed her. So she's a different wolf than him then. How interesting is that? The same family, different wolves. That is really interesting. Who's killed her? You know, like, who's decapitated a body? Two split in half. You know what I mean? Like, do you reckon it's one of these wolf hunters that's done it? How interesting would that be? And then Derek's obviously buried her at their family home, it looks like. But they said all his family died 10 years ago in a fire, but maybe not. Maybe it's because they're all wolves and somebody found out, you know, and he was like, sack it, we're bouncing. Do you know what I mean? So nobody knows they're there. But yeah, it's true. If they determine that the body was killed by an animal, they're not going to keep a human there, are they? You know, I didn't even think of that, but it's quite obvious when you think about it, isn't it? And he did control his anger or whatever, his transition, but he'd done it because he was angry because he thought that she was cheering for Jackson, and is that his name? But she wasn't. Well, not like cheering solely for him. She was just doing it because a friend was. That was really interesting. And we're finished now, aren't we? Definitely. Really interesting. So, he's found the gloves. I always make this I always say this, right? He's found the glove. He's seen that there's I wouldn't even say there was claw marks. There was just little puncture holes at the top of the gloves. Now, because we're watching it, we know that he's a wolf. But, like, somebody who's normal, you wouldn't drift your mind over there. So this is why I always used to say in the Vampire Diaries, when something happened and people are like, vampire, it's like, no mate, your mind would never go over to a vampire if you seen something that was like a bit, well, super, or something that was out of the ordinary. People always associated it with either a vampire, wolf or witch, but in reality you wouldn't. It would just be a total guess. If I found that glove and it just had holes in it, I wouldn't think twice. I wouldn't think, oh, this is making him play better. What's he taking? Because that's what he's thinking, isn't it? He thinks he's on steroids. He wants to know what juice he's taking. He even said that to the opposing team, didn't he? He was like, mate, what's he on? He's like, I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Now, one to think is, who's going to be our favourite character, do you reckon, of the season? Because when we do these long seasons like this, we do a little character vote at the end of it and we see what your guys' opinions are. Mine. Now, obviously, we're in 2 episodes in, so let's just do a guess and see if it changes towards the end of the season. I actually think that Styles is decent. I like him as a friend. You know, he's always kind of sticking up for him. He's always there for him. He's got his back in quite a lot of situations and he cheers him on. I think he's quite comical as well. He's quite funny in the actions that he does. And I do like how he went straight over to that girl before and told her how he feels, kind of like, or whatnot. But then, you know, she wasn't listening really. She had a like earphone in or whatever. She's on a phone call, and then he backed off, but he still like tried for it, which is interesting. And one that I'm going to say is a person that I think I dislike is actually is both of these. Him who's just picked up the glove and his girlfriend. I feel like right now I dislike them, but I want to know if they turn it around for me. In Legacies, I had the feeling with Caleb. First couple of episodes, I didn't like him. Now, I think he's a great character. With 4 seasons in, he's really, really good. He's changed so much. In my opinion, obviously, evolves as well. I don't stick with one opinion on one character. As the episodes advance, I advance. If they get better, they get better. Season 1 of Vampire Diaries, I hated Tyler. By the time I finished, I didn't mind him. He's fine. He had some good parts in the season, some annoying parts. But overall, in general, didn't mind his character at all. So I don't stick with one opinion that I form straight away. If they evolve, I evolve. So yeah, right now I'm not a big fan of him and his girlfriend, but I wonder if they get more storylines and as we progress into the seasons that my opinion changes, or maybe they get killed, who knows. And that is going to wrap up episode 2 of Teen Wolf. Now, this one, again, was really interesting. It definitely did keep me engaged. We have to first address the death, obviously, that we had. The body that was decapitated is Derek's sister. How interesting is that? And she's a female, so I don't know if it's females and males are different types of wolves. At first, I thought it was different packs because she was a wolf. Yeah, she was a wolf that was a four-legged one, it looked like. A full-on dog, that's what she looked like. Where he... what's his name, Scott, he doesn't look like, well, we actually haven't seen Derek in wolf form either, to be fair. We've only seen Scott, but he doesn't look like one. To be honest, like, his appearance is not amazing as a wolf. If I've got to be quite honest, it doesn't excite me as much. Now, obviously, seeing him do his moves and that, I really do like. I always like the eyes transitioning, the fangs coming out, the claws. And I think he actually moves quite good with his legs as well, and he's climbing, he's walking on the top. He does look like he does do it well, as if he was portraying an animal. So you got to give credit there. Just like his full appearance wise, it's not unreal for me. Like I would have liked, like, I don't know, because I'm so used to being a werewolf as a full on like fledged werewolf. Like it takes some time for me to adjust to it, but I do like how they use wolfsbane. Now I never knew that it was a real thing. I'm assuming it's a real thing now, because I've watched 2 separate shows and they both referenced it. And then he said, have you never watched the original werewolf film or something? I haven't. So I'm assuming it's a real thing. And the way it's portrayed in this show to the one previously that I've seen, it was very different, you know. He covered her grave in a circle, like a burial, and then like put it kind of close to her where she was buried. And obviously when they first looked at it, it looked like a wolf that was buried. And then when he unravelled it and untangled it, it's shown human. How interesting is that? So like, it's definitely used different to how I expected it to be. He had it under control as well this episode. Now Derek was telling him not to take part in the game, but he did. Now he's come out of it by well, actually, I was thinking, how did he come out of it in the toilets then? Not too sure how he come out of it. We've seen him get hit by a car, that's took him out of it. Seen him get hit by a fire extinguisher, that's brought him out. And he helped suppress it when he was playing the game, when he heard her cheering for him, when he didn't think she was all the game. And that helped him, you know, keep it under control as they advanced in the final stages. But he did have to run off because it was getting to him after he scored at the final buzzer. So again, he's gone in for the kiss, he's got it, he's really excited, and obviously she's kissed him back, so she's quite excited as well. Styles was hiding in the corner, he was quite funny when she walked off. So like he's got that kiss and he's played in the game and his mum's seen it and people are going to be like cheering him on now. But her dad was there, so she's obviously, he's seen him do, you know, well, not anything really supernatural, but the guy's got suspicions, you know. He thinks that he shot him in the woods, then he's ran him over, he's seen him jump out of nowhere, and then you've seen him at this game here, you know, do a couple of leaps and jumps and that, and, you know, throw a ball and it rip the keeper's, what, I don't know, stick, I'm not too sure what they're called, and obviously get the goal. So he's obviously hit that with some power, which realistically no one should be able to do. So again, it is interesting. It might raise a few eyebrows for obviously a wolf hunter, but Derek, he seems like, well, the way he's been introduced is Damon. Like, not saying he's going to be as good as Damon. I thought Damon's one of my favourite characters I've ever seen in any show, but he's mysterious. He doesn't really say much and do much. He's just got his leather jacket. He's standing there. He appears. Everyone's like, who the hell's that? Disappears. You know what I mean? And like he said last episode, regardless whether Scott likes it or not, they are brothers now. Now, Scott obviously tried to get him put away, and he's been released because the coroner's determined that the body was obviously killed by an animal, and Derek is a human to everybody else in chat, like, who's around, so he's obviously going to get set free. But I'm interested to see, obviously, what the consequences are going to be for the person that's found the glove. Is he going to go after him and figure out what juice he's taking, whether it's, even though it's none? And is he going to be a victim? And who's going to be the first death? He's got to kill somebody. Has to happen. Every wolf has to kill somebody, in my opinion. They can't be perfectly able to control stuff. We see it in the Vampire Diaries. No matter how good of a vampire you are, you do go through a phase where you kill the odd person here or there by accident, because obviously you can't control your feelings and whatnot. And it's going to be exciting to see how he copes when he does do his first murder, because I feel like all of them have got to do one at one point accidentally, and it's how you adjust and how you handle it going forward from there. So thanks for clicking on today's episode. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.